So this is from my short story called Lips. Try and reposition so I can get optimal lighting. So I can see. Nope. Ah, there we go. Lips was indeed a drag show. As flamboyant as they come, with a very laissez-faire definition of classy entertainment that at times bordered on downright debauchery. It was something straight from the film The Birdcage. I expected Nathan Lane to sashay in at any minute. Every server was a drag queen impersonating his favorite diva. Our server was a Mexican Liza Minnelli, who oddly enough reminded me a lot of my own mother. The hostess of the show was a stunning Cher, circa If I Could Turn Back Time, and she emceed the night's entertainment, various song and dance numbers put on by elaborately done-up cross-dressers. I would find out the joke Mandy had pulled was that she told the man Cher that it was my birthday, and that I had a very good sense of humor and would easily feel comfortable being publicly embarrassed. However, only one of these two statements was true. And if Man Cher had paid more attention to my driver's license when she carded me, she would have realized Mandy was full of shit and just wanted to put me in the hot seat. Literally. After I confessed to never having a lap dance, Man Cher led me to the center of the stage and sat me down in a chair. "Well, don't worry, baby," she said. "After tonight, you will. Your friend Mandy was a doll and told us it was your birthday. And this is what you wished for." I do a really bad drag voice, if you can tell. "Did she?" I asked, shooting Mandy a dirty look. "Yes. And we here at Lips have something very special planned for you on your special day." The audience, a generous number of eager onlookers, whistled and catcalled, and Mandy was there amongst them with her sly grin, waiting for the show to start. As the stage lights went dark, I remembered my commitment to being colossally rad in front of Mandy. So I promised myself that whatever was to come next, I was going to own it and become a drag show star. The spotlight came down on me and the music began. As the front lights came up, out from the wings came a cowgirl who under her chaps was definitely packing heat. She, a manly Shania Twain, hee-hawed onto the stage to the song, "Man, I Feel Like a Woman," though later when she bounced up and down on my lap, she certainly did not. She playfully danced around me and I just handed up and danced along with her in my seat. She seemed amused by my willingness and then directed her attention to my shirt's buttons. One by one she unbuttoned them, removed my shirt, then threw it to the crowd. There was thunderous applause. I, too stubborn to show any signs of apprehension, didn't miss a beat and rubbed my bare chest. To me, this was a battle of wills, to see who was going to break first, outgunned and outqueered by the other. I was going to take no prisoners, but apparently she was, because she brought out handcuffs. So there I was, handcuffed to a chair, completely at the mercy of Man Shania. She straddled me and rode me like a young buck that needed to be broken in. At this point, I realized if there was ever any question in regards to my sexual orientation, it has now been answered. I was not a big fan of our junk smashing against together. After the grinding of man parts, she proceeded to unzip my pants just a notch. This seemed to be getting a little out of hand, and at that point, I'm sure I showed a little worry on my face. One of the wait staff suddenly appeared with some ready whip and handed it to my jailer. Man Shania then proceeded to lather a giant arrow pointing down my chest and stomach. Okay, this by definition was no longer a lap dance, I thought, and was uncertain what was going to happen next. "Are you ready for your big surprise?" the cowgirl asked in a southern baritone drawl. Wow, I wasn't really southern, was it? Shit. Wasn't the lap dance the surprise? Not exactly. That sounds like Forrest Gump. She cooed. Okay, well she didn't really coo there when I read that out loud. But hopefully if you buy this book and read it to yourself, you can kind of imagine your own southern baritone drawl. Now, returning to the short story. And with this, she pulled off her bandana and blindfolded me. The crowd started singing "Happy Birthday" and I could hear all sorts of giggling. Then the song was finished. They removed the blindfold and had Mandy on stage too. They kneeled her down in front of the lathered whipped cream mess and shoved her face in it. I was happy the humiliation wasn't a solo act.